lazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what are drums at?
Across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Giants at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home, but sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they... bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Christian Watson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Giants. Greg Dulcich, 51 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bunker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Running right through him. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Again, Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson.
Lead it out left to Doubs.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. Gets by him at the 25. They find some open field here. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Here's Jackson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
In motion goes the tight end. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. On the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson. He finds Watson complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Christian Watson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, gun. 21. 2.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Jackson on 1st down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
I got you.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12. 21. 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A final shot before break. Franks going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On the give, McAllister with it. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll be put in the books as a 53. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, one steal. Hey, check mega.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 59 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action with Franks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to Kmet.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Now it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Watson.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Jackson now.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jackson from the shotgun.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Able to connect with Dotson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. On the counter, it's Taylor. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Jack right.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Setting up play action. Franks. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss. And, my goodness, another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
A handoff to McAllister. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal. Jackson rolling to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.